Good morning, Junior 1. How are you all? Welcome back again. I'm Miss Esraa and I'm going to be your math teacher for our lesson today. Our lesson today is talking about counting forward by ones and tens. Here we can use our 100 chart to count on by tens or by ones. Let's see how we can do this. If we going across, we can call this is a row. And if we going down, we can call it is a column. How we do this? This is our number chart having a number from number 1 up to 100. If I go across, okay, by this way, if I walk in this direction, I can call it is a row. This horizontal line, we can call it is a row, okay? And if I going down in this direction, by this way, we can call this vertical line is a column, okay? Let's see how can use this number chart to count forward by ones and by tens, and how can we use this to subtract and add. To count on by ones, we count each square in a row going across. How we do this? Let's see. For example, I have 50 plus 3. How can I do this addition on our number chart? Okay, here I add by ones. Why? Because here I have 3 and 3 is considered 1. Okay, let's see how we do this addition. First we start at number 15. Okay, then count on 3 squares. We start with number 15. Where is number 15? Here. This is number 15. So I start on number 15. Then I do what? I count on 3 squares in the row. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I land at what number? I land at number 80. I go 3 squares. 1, 2, 3. I go to the right 3 squares, so I land at number 18. So I have here 15 plus 3, I get 18. We notice here that when we going at this direction to the right, each square is one more its previous square. Let's see, this is 15. The next square is 16. So 16 is one more than 15. So each time when we going to the right, each square is one more its previous square. So 3, one more, 2, 4, one more, 3, and 5, one more, 4. So when we take this example, add 19 plus 5. Here we start at number 19. Each example we start with the greater addend. Which is the greater addend here? I have 19 is the greater addend. So I start with number 19. So start at 19. Where is 19 here? It's 19. So I stand here. And what should I do next? I count on 5 squares to the next row. Let's see. I count on 5 squares after 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I land at number 24. So 19 plus 5 get 24. So we start at number 19 and count on 5 squares to the next row, and I land at number 24. Okay, so when we counting forward by ones, each time I add 1. Each time I add 1. Add 1 to 19, I get 20. Add 1 to 21, I get 22. Add 1 to 22, I get 23. Add 1 to 23, I get 24. Okay, each time when we going to the right direction, each time I add 1. So counting forward by 1, I go to the right direction. Look at this arrow. I go to the right direction, and each time I add 1 more. Okay? To count forward by tens, we count each square in a column. We count each square in a column. So here, if I start with number 1 and I count down, okay, I get what? I get 11. So each time when we going down in a column, I add 10. I add 10 more. So 1 plus 10 equal 11. 11 plus 10 equal 21. 21 plus 10 equal 31. 31 plus 10 equal 41. 41 plus 10 equal 51. So each time we add 10. We add 10 when we going down. Okay? For example, start on number 6 and count forward by tens. If we start here at number 6, and I want to count forward by 10, so I going down. Okay? To count forward by 10. When we count down, what number we get? It's number 16. So when we count forward by tens, we start from 6, then I get 16. Why I get 16? Because each time I add 10. Each time we add 10. If I add 10 to 16, I get what? I get 26. Each time we going down. When we going down, which means I add 10 to 26, I get 36. When we add 10 to 36, I get 46. When we add 10 to 46, I get 56. When we add 10 to 56, I get 66. Do you notice anything here? I notice that the tens digit is increasing. Let's see. The tens digit here is 1. The tens digit here is 2. The tens digit here is 3. The tens digit here is 4. Tens digit here is 5. And the tens digit here is 6. So tens digit, each number have 2 digits, tens and ones. T indicate 2 tens and O indicate 2 ones. So we have here 1 becomes 2, becomes 3, becomes 4, becomes 5, becomes 6. When we count forward by tens, the tens digit change each time. And what remains constant? The ones digit still constant. As we saw here, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. So when we counting forward by tens, I going down. We have here this arrow point to down. When we going down, we count forward by tens. So each time I add 10. To add groups of 10, we count each square in a column. So we going down. This example, 17 plus 40 equal what? 40 here is 4 tens, as we know. We start at number 17 because he told me 17 plus 40. What is the result? I stand at 17 and we count on 4 tens. To count on 4 tens, so I count forward by tens. So I have to go forward by tens, so I going down. Each time I going down. So I have to add 4 tens, so I going down 4 squares. I stand at 17. Let's count 4 squares. Down 1, 2, 3, 4. So we land at 57. So 17 plus 4 tens or plus 40, we get 57. So we start at number 17 and we count on 4 tens going down the column. The last example in our lesson today is 40 pounds plus 20 pounds equals what? We can use our number chart to solve this problem. We start with the bigger addend. Which is the bigger addend here? 40 or 20? I have here 40 is the bigger addend. So we start with the bigger addend, which is 40. So I stand here and count on 2 tens. 2 tens, so I count forward by tens. So I going down the columns to get this 40 plus 2 tens. 1, 2, I get 60. So we start at 40 and count on 2 tens, going down the column to get number 60. This is all what we have in our lesson today. Thank you.